It's fast, it's simple, and it comes in a variety of flavors. What's not to love? What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina. Today we are doing a quick, simple recipe that involves only 3 ingredients, and it can be used for an individual serving, or you can do a great quantity for a party or any get-together, because this is just so satisfying. It does need to be refrigerated, but it can hold, room temperature for a while, but it is best tasting cold. So anyway, going into what you need Cool Whip, and you can use the sugar-free kind or just regular Cool Whip. You need a Jello pack. If you want it to be more Weight Watchers friendly, you definitely want to use a sugar-free Jello pack. And you need cottage cheese. So I personally like the 2% low reduced cottage cheese, but you can use whatever brand that you most prefer. And like I said, this is Weight Watchers friendly. For this recipe, what you do is you get a half a cup of cottage cheese, and it can be whatever cottage cheese you prefer. The one I specifically used is the Kroger brand, and a half a cup equals 3 points. So you add that into a bowl, and then you want to get Cool Whip topping. Now, depending on what type of Cool Whip you use depends on how many points. So I used 1/4 cup of Cool Whip, and that equaled 3 points as well. And I'm not too sure if the sugar-free Cool Whip will be less points, but you do want to make sure that when you use Cool Whip, you want to scan it in and make sure that whatever amount you put in is to your liking versus the points and stuff. And last things that goes into this recipe is Jello. So you want to sprinkle Jello into your liking. It doesn't have to be a great amount. It can be only a little bit to give you just a slight whatever flavor you're using. I use cherry for this particular recipe, but you can use orange, lime, strawberry, whatever flavor you want, you can add into this recipe. And that's what's great about this thing. If you want it more fluffy and more of a fluffy, light, airy feel, you add in more whipped cream. If you want it really heavy and tasting like a certain fruit, then you add in more Jello. And the best thing about this, the Jello is 0 points. So you definitely want to try all the flavors. And if, as an added touch, you can cut up some fruit and throw it in your individual serving as well. This holds pretty well. I made an individual serving for this video, but if you do want to make a big bowl for a party or an office get-together, it does hold up pretty well. So once you mix everything together, you let it sit in the refrigerator for a bit, it has the perfect firm texture. But once you break into it and start serving it, it does taste great as well, leftover or days, after you make the original batch. The one thing I will say with this recipe in particular, it does get a little watery due to the cottage cheese, but if you just whip it up a quick little few spoonfuls, that water will seep back into the mixture and everything tastes great. I first discovered this, well actually my grandmother has been making this for years. Every Thanksgiving she would always make it, but I always looked at it like, oh, that's kind of gross looking, I'm not going to eat it. But honestly, now I'm addicted to it. Ever since I had my 2 babies, when I was pregnant with them, I was on gestational diabetes watch, and I had to really make sure that I was being health conscious, and I have a huge sweet tooth. So having this as a meal and as a substitute to ice cream was honestly my lifesaver. So I don't foresee myself ever giving this up. I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to, you know, satisfy that sweet tooth. If you try it out and you like it, let me know in the comment section below. If you add any other flavors, or if you want to doctor it up a bit, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.